That's the last time anyone saw the Patriot. He was down at the old airbase to beat the Rangers, I think. Before that, yeah, I can't remember either.
Your presence has not been requested. You may not pass. The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door. Your presence was not requested. Please leave immediately.
Rangers, so good to see you. Thank you again for saving my life.
I knew the security system needed more security checks and fewer show tunes. Blast. You are the Rangers, correct? I expected our paths to cross eventually. Let me express my thanks for saving my son Bellamy in the Garden of the Gods. All I can manage is the ineloquent gratitude of a father who thought he lost his child. May I help you with something? At this point, you probably know more than I do. Their names are Valor, Victory, and Liberty. They are Saul Buchanan's children. He loves them as only a father can. I understand that, love. That's all I should say. Please ask me about anything else. Indeed. You must have a keen nose and a scientific mind. I'd love to spend a day discussing the practical applications of chemistry with you. When things are less busy, of course. Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, I believe we can restore our standard of living to that of the legendary pre-war days in the 1980s. Who knows? Someday we may even exceed it. Goodbye, Rangers. I know we've met before, Rangers, but it is extremely rude to break into a man's house unannounced. Indeed, wonderful news. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. Goodbye, Rangers.
just anyone in these days.
Indeed, Melissa.
Ah, the great unwatched approach. Seeking civilization.
It's like watching the evolution of man in reverse. Rangers!
Ah, you're back, Rangers. Please go on in. Good day. Welcome, Rangers.
The guards who get posted here are so full of themselves.
Used to get lots of visitors. Not anymore.
Have you found victory yet, Rangers? Ask. Huh. That rumor just keeps coming back, year after year. I have no need for secret prisons, Rangers. All prisoners in Colorado stay in ordinary jails. And if your baseless suspicions lead you to go snooping around this lovely neighborhood, bothering my finest citizens, I'll put you in one. Understood? Fine. Resolved. How? I'd ask if he put up a fight, but I know better. The boy was always weak. Too many books and computers, not enough sweat and blood. I suppose I shouldn't be wishing he had been harder to bring in. You brought him back alive, and that's what I wanted. So here's a reward for a job well done. Thank you, Rangers. What else can I do for you? Tell me. Fine. There are always complainers. What is it now? I don't let them do anything. I only pay them not to do it to Colorado. If arms are the only payment they accept, what am I supposed to do? And what do you think brought those warlords to the table? But the people don't want to hear stories about treaties. They want to hear stories about victories. So stories about victories are what I give them. Before you go, thank you for saving that Arapaho caravan. The power armor they were carrying will help keep my marshals safe, which will keep the citizens of Colorado safe. Now get going, and come back with results.
the last time anyone saw the Patriot. He was down at the old airbase to beat the Rangers, I think. Before that, yeah, I can't remember.
Rangers rescue Val Buchanan in bloody assault. Gippers routed and slain. Patriarch says Gippers had it coming.
Find that synth in Colorado Springs yet? Totally unsat.
Please, Miss Hackett. There's no reason to get so angry.
The hell there isn't! My people didn't start that fight. One of your rangers started it, and now you're telling me we gotta be the ones to give up our space?
I'm just saying. Oh, Team November, I'm glad you're here. There was an altercation in the barracks. Greatsky's recruitment efforts have gone well, and HQ is filling up. More new rangers every day, which is great for our mission, but it also means we're running out of beds in the barracks. Rangers are having to sleep in shifts. This is leading to friction with Miss Hackett's people, who, as you know, were there first. Some of the new rangers don't understand this, and they think of them as, well, freeloaders.
Usually, it's just snide comments. But today, one of yours started shouting that we should be thrown out of our home before trying to pull Davy off his cot.
Which is completely unacceptable behavior. Unfortunately, the problem's not going to go away if we ignore it. We need a solution before things explode.
There've been plenty. Most of your rangers are all right with us, but there's more than a few who ain't. Calling us names as they walk past, or telling us we're on borrowed time here, in our own home.
Miss Hackett, I'm embarrassed. Part of the oath we take as rangers is to protect the downtrodden. It hurts to hear that our recruits are failing to live up to that oath. Something must be done.
Yeah? Well, we're waiting.
We gotta get a handle on this one way or the other. Enough chaos going on outside the base. Don't need it when we get home, too.
Well, the warden here suggested we move into the brig. I suggested she shove that idea up her ass and leave us be. We were here first. We don't take up much space, and you said the barracks were ours when you first showed up.
But things have changed since then, and they're not going to change back. If we're going to live side by side, we both have to be flexible.
Shoot.
excellent idea. You'll have more space, and it will keep you away from the malcontents.
What? You're still asking us to leave where we've lived for months, Rangers. You're asking us to sleep next to murderers, but... All right, fine. It's better than nothing. I'll go tell my people. Oh, they're not gonna like this. Can't believe you're putting us in a jail cell. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
You were most gracious to find new accommodations for those unfortunate souls. Rangers, manners are what separates man from bedraggled beast. Why, the very implication of such a question. Let us both seek wisdom in the book of nauseatingly correct manners. Chapter 16, Pernicious Pleasantries, line 33. It is of the utmost importance that manners come from deep within your being, for if those pleasantries are ever false, your very soul will be consumed by your depraved rudeness to your fellow man. So you see, Rangers, manners are critically important in everything you do. I hope dearly that I have answered your question. Let us never speak of this again. Felicitations. I would say your reputation has improved dramatically. I haven't heard an impolite word about Team November in quite some time. Quite some time. Of course, Rangers. It would be impolite not to share such tremendous deals.
Beats working for the marshals.
Rangers. Rangers. My name's Betsy. If you don't mind, we've got a request for you. Me and the girls here, we got family who were arrested a while back and put to hard labor at the Patriarch's work camp. Thing is, we've no clue where it is. And the marshals won't say a lick on the subject. Figure out where they're holding our loved ones. That's all we're asking you for. And we'll damn well pay you for the privilege. Thanks. I wish we had more for you to work with, but the only thing we got is a name. Frank Pappas was a marshal in charge of shipping folks to the work camp. All we know is that he's retired and living somewhere downtown. Someone at the marshal station might know something. They won't tell us anything. But you might be luckier. We'll be waiting.
Don't need to notify the civvies, but Frank's been taking his retirement at the Sans Lux Apartments. Never went far from the marshals. Daisy always kept the work camp pretty hush-hush. Most of us didn't know a thing about it, except that it's somewhere outside the city. Old Frank is ornery, But we can make them talk.
Pink and red.
This is Werewolf Wally. Ow!
I'll let the Reed boys' family know we have him. Better us than the Marshals. Now, what can I help you with? I'll be here.
Synth yet? One that's supposed to be hiding downtown?
Can't take a step in CS without tripping over goddamn planes trash.
Yeah, shitting in public, asking decent people to use their toilets. They're disgusting.
Don't see us sleeping under bridges, do you? What's wrong with them?
Why can't they go back where they came from?
Goddamn freeloaders is what they are.
The brig isn't a great place for the refugees, but at least it's indoors. Happy to. Take a look. Welcome back, Rangers. What can I do for you? Happy to. Take a look. What do you need, Rangers? That's what you pay me for. Have a seat. Sure.
Nice work.
I was just thinking about all
105 with a wind behind her.
Man, I could have used you over at the bazaar. Those boys,
So,
all they wanted was to go fast.
Giving the Patriot
Hell
a
yeah!
break.
You know what would be badass? We take the treads off the Kodiak and replace them with tractor tires. Hell yeah! Later!
What do you need, Rangers? What's on your mind? A little. Nobody's been sent there in a while. Thing is, their loved ones were hardened criminals. They don't get any visitation privileges. Trust me, whoever's asking you to do this is better off without those creeps in their lives. In fact, they ought to thank us for taking them away. Damn right I did. Crazy bastard was firing live rounds in the middle of the street. Put some bullet holes in the side of the museum. He tells me he's hunting some kind of fancy robot, and he demands that I stay out of his way. Bet you can guess how that went over. Nobody shoots up these streets. Not without my say-so, anyway. Nope, that's a state secret. Orders from the Patriarch himself. Need to know only, and you don't need to know. Sorry, Rangers. Why do you ask? No, actually, don't tell me. You've done all right for the Marshals, so it can't hurt. Pappas used to be a Marshal, but he ain't anymore. Couldn't handle the job. He lives over at the Sans Lux Apartments now, if you want to pay him a visit. Don't tell him I said hello. Roger that.
Rangers rescue Val Buchanan in bloody assault. Gippers routed and slain.
Do you like my cats? None of them are spayed or neutered.
That you, Quan? This official?
Just a friendly chat, Frank. You know, like the old days.
Ah, fuck. What do you want? How would I know anything about that? I just drove them out there and dropped them off. That's a state secret. Patriarch's orders. You got a problem with that. Take it up with the Marshals. And you think I'm gonna spill something Daisy won't? I like life too much for that. Ha! Ask Quan. He knows what would happen if I said anything.
Don't worry, Frank. I'm an ex-marshal. Just like you. I don't answer to Daisy no more.
Bullshit. I ain't talking. You'd hire a broken-down old sack of shit like me. For real. Wow. That's more than I expected.
You sure about this, Rangers? Daisy's not gonna like it.
Great. I'll get my stuff together, but first, I'll tell you what you want to know. I was told to drive the prisoners to this cave northeast of the city and give them to some tattooed plains motherfucker. Didn't seem the type to be an overseer. And it didn't look like a great place for a work camp. But I don't ask questions, you know? I just do what I'm told. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map. That's all I can do for you, I swear. I'll see you at your HQ, Rangers. Just gotta pack up. And thanks again.
Rangers, this is Sheriff Daisy. We talked previously about forming a special friendship between our organizations, but in light of some of your recent actions, I've reconsidered. I think it's best we cancel the joint exercises we discussed. I trust you'll keep the best interests of Colorado in mind going forward.
Says Gipper's had it coming.
All right, listen up. Ranger HQ, in its infinite wisdom, has assigned me to teach you recruits the basics of military drill. The purpose of military drill is to train you how to receive basic commands, how to stand correctly, and how to march together as a single unit.
Unit? There's just two of us.
And I'm an old flatfoot who never marched a day in his life, so I reckon we're in agreement that HQ didn't really think this through. I got assigned to train you kids on account of my years of experience as a marshal. And I am here to tell you that no one, not even the Patriarch himself, gives a damn how well you march on a parade field. So instead of wasting everybody's time learning how to stand up straight, I'm just gonna teach you a few tricks that might keep you alive once you're out in the field. Thanks for taking me on, Rangers. Good to be back in the saddle. Now listen, I may be past my prime, but I still know a thing or two about keeping your troops happy and focused. 5 simple things. Ready? 1, keep them fed. 2, keep them busy. 3, always give them a goal. 4, give them snazzy uniforms that'll get them laid. And 5, let them blow off steam from time to time. Even if that means looking the other way when they break the law. I'm sure you got a notepad somewhere to write it all down. Thank you again for everything you've done for me.
Good luck out there.
Out there? Something's changed. But I can feel it. Shifted sideways.